Hi, I'm Caroline. Welcome to FYI Newsbyte. Here's what we found for your information this lunchtime.
Reliving the heartbreak, the trial of two men accused of murdering Michaela McAreevy has gotten underway today in Mauritius. Her husband John has returned to the Indian Ocean island and is due to give evidence later in the trial, which is expected to last more than 2 weeks. The daughter of Tyrone football manager Mickey Hart was found dead in her hotel room while on her honeymoon in January of last year. High-speed horror. At least 15 people have been killed in southern India after a passenger train and a freight train collided. 4 coaches of the passenger train derailed when the driver applied the emergency brakes after spotting the freight train stopped on the same track, but it wasn't enough to stop them crashing into each other. One of the coaches caught fire, causing half of the deaths. More transport tragedy. 12 people have been killed and 21 injured after a bus toppled off a mountain road in southern Albania. The vehicle was carrying university students and lecturers on a pre-graduation trip when it fell an estimated 80 metres off the road, around 130 miles south of the capital Tirana. Survivors say the bus had been speeding at the time. A lucky escape. An American teenager has had a near miss after he was rescued from a 200-metre high waterfall. Footage released by the emergency services showed the 13-year-old huddled on a narrow rock shelf with his back to the water just above Wallace Falls, a popular hiking attraction northeast of Seattle. The boy had been wading in a river when he lost his footing. He was swept over one small waterfall, but he pulled himself onto the rocks at the edge of the main falls, where he was trapped for 8.5 hours until rescuers were able to reach him. He was eventually lifted to safety by helicopter and is said to be recovering well in hospital. And song contest controversy. As the glitz and glamour of the Eurovision gets underway in Azerbaijan, protesters are taking to the streets to highlight human rights violations in the country. According to Human Rights Watch, at least 10 people have been arrested in recent weeks in connection with the opposition movement. But oblivious to the chaos, Ireland's representatives in the Eurovision Song Contest have been on the red carpet for a special reception ahead of the first semi-final this evening. Jedward will take their second stab at Eurovision glory in the semi-finals tonight, hoping to qualify for the final on the 26th of May.
I am close to the
FYI is interactive. From your opinions to news you think we should be covering, we want to hear it all.
FYI is available to you 24/7 online for all the information you need to know. Simply log on to tv3.ie/3e/FYI. Here you'll find the latest stories, video catch-ups, comments and the FYI blog. We're also available to you on Twitter and Facebook. Just log on to the website and hit the social networking shortcuts.
Time now for a look at the funniest clips on the web. Here's our top 5.
At number 5, fighting like cats and dogs turns into fighting like wimps with these two. At number 4, a failure to launch. At number 3, a cleaner's work is never done, especially for this cleaner. At number 2, a very clever dog or a very hairy kid takes to the road. And number 1 today, from pale to on-air fail.
Not so pale.
You're on.
Today, snow is crippling much of the Washington lowlands. 1 of 3 inches of snow fell in Seattle and other areas. Not so pale.
You're on.
Tune into FYI later for the newest downloads. We'll have more on the top stories, all of today's tech news, and Paul will be here with all of the sports. We'll see you back here at 6, right here on 3E.